Hello and welcome to Paper Crafting with Tracy. Today I'm going to show you a simple stamping technique. And this is the card we're going to make. And this is using the stamp set A Touch of Ink. Okay, you can get this stamp set in the Sale-A-Bration catalog that's happening right now. In this one right now. When you spend $120 you get that stamp set for free. And that's before taxes. So what you're going to need for this is you're going to need your card base, which is 8.5 by 5.5, and just scored at the 4.25 mark. Then I use some of the In Color Seaside Spray, and this is 4 by 5.25, so there's 2 of those. And then just some basic white, which are 3.75 by 5 inches, and again 2 of those. Then I have a piece of designer paper, either side. I could use that side, but I wanted the more navy. And this one is 1.5 inches by the 5 inches for right there. Okay, so first we're going to start with our stamping. So we'll get one of our our basic whites. And I'm just going to line this up here first. I don't tape it down yet, just in case I make a mistake with my ink. And I'm going to start with some smoky slate to get the outline of the flower. So I've already mounted some of these. And so I'll just ink that up. And I'm going to stick that in right about there. There we go. You can off stamp. This one I'm going to do a little bit darker than last time. And then I filled the inside with petal pink. So I've just mounted it on the other side. And then you just kind of line it up. It's not going to be perfect. It's not meant to be. This is kind of what we call a two-step stamping. About. I gotta take this off so I can see it. Okay, and just try and line it up as best you can and stick it on. And there you go. So that's the flower. Then I'm going to do the same thing with the butterfly. For this, I'm just going to get a piece. We'll put that one aside and let it dry for a moment. Just get a simple piece of basic white. And for this one, I'm using Gorgeous Grape and Blackberry Bliss. So I'll start with the Blackberry Bliss. And again, I've mounted the outline of the butterfly. And I'll just stick that on there. And then the Gorgeous Grape is the filler for the wings. Now what I did, because I didn't want it so dark, I wanted a little bit lighter color, I just took a scrap piece of paper, stamped it first, and then stuck it on here. And like I said, you could have done that with the flower too for the stems. Okay, there we go. And there is going to be bits of white in there, and that's expected. That's part of the stamp. And then I'm just going to fussy cut that out. So ahead of time, so that you're not watching me fussy cut, I've got one here. So now I'm just going to assemble my card. So I'll just get some of my Stampin' Seal here. And I lined it up with the right on the edge. Like so. And now I will mount that to the matting. so. And I'm going to put that on my card base. Running at a table edge there. Okay, now the only thing I have left to do on there, apart from mounting my butterfly, which I'll do last, is I need to put my sentiment. So I just used some Night of Navy and just the thinking of you. And stick that right there. Okay. So then I just used some dimensionals for mounting the butterfly. So you can see where I did a double stamp. I made a mistake with the inking. It wasn't even on my butterfly there. So the beauty thing with the cardstock is it's just flip it over and use the other side rather than wasting it. Okay, so now I'll put my butterfly in here. There we go. Now we'll just put the inside. So again, I'm just going to mount my basic white. Oops. And then I'll mount that to the card. I quite often like a finished inside as well. So normally I would put a stamp in there, but I'm just gonna, I like this designer series paper, so all I did was cut a little 5-inch piece by 1/2 inch, and I'll just put some tape down there. Oops. And I'm just going to mount that on the inside here. And there you have a nice Thinking of You card using the Touch of Ink set that's available in the Sale-A-Bration. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial with paper crafting with Tracey. Please subscribe to my channel to help support me, and happy stamping.